10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All right, everyone, welcome to ProDotA vs. Infamous, the first game of our American, quote-unquote American, regional qualifiers.
Or not a true born host, Grant. That is okay. Or a naturally born caster.
Did you not hear that intro?
That was subpar. Just like NA Dota.
Okay. Indeed. And that's why you got kicked out of it, but we're here now.
Know. These are the guys I lost to.
Is it Infamous?
No, PD.
Oh, ProDotA. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
So ProDotA vs. Infamous, a Europe versus South American matchup. Pretty good. I had Infamous. I think if Infamous plays how they play when they play really good, then they're going to win. They're really good if they...
They're high volatility in terms of how well they play. They can be amazing or like they haven't practiced a month.
Yeah, which who knows with Qatar, you never know, because they ended up going to the Frankfurt major, I believe, as unknown. I know Kataro and Benjaz were on that team. And now, well, they get the opening drow pick into an instant Slardar Lifestealer, so seems like both teams knew what they wanted coming into this already.
I think banning Sand King versus ProDotA is very important. We actually made the mistake of not banning Sand King game number 1. We got destroyed by it.
Come with me?
Yeah, was it Come With Me?
I think so. He's played that and pod him like in every game and rough.
But it's naturally favored by Europeans. I don't know, they just really like it a lot. They like the early game playstyle, and he also scales pretty well because of instant stun, amongst other things.
I've noticed ProDotA, like, in one of their finals games, they ran a Potom, Ogre, Marana, and they just roamed around as those three for the first 15 minutes and just took over the game.
What, Sand King?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You said Potom, Ogre, Marana, I was like...
Yeah, you know, early morning, you know, just drinking our first Dr. Pepper. It's rough out here, but... It seems ProDotA runs a super early-paced game, and then Come With Me on the 4-roll, he plays that... He's like the most farm person at the end of the game a lot of the times.
It's an older EU, though.
Yeah, and it works.
It's what we used to know CIS for.
Yeah.
But it's kind of evolved since then, but some of them back to their roots. So Slardar Lifestealer it's an older opener. Very common versus the Drow Ranger, but Slardar's not like super hot. He's like decent. But with Bat nerfed, I guess Slardar is kind of the go-to nowadays.
Seems so. What do you feel about that Bat nerf? The only nerf was that it didn't stun or cancel TPs.
He still does a lot of damage in lane with Flame Break. 1 more second, if you have napalm stacks, it does a significant amount of damage.
But its solo killing potential without having to stun, where you can just TP away, is pretty bad, right?
Well, I think one thing about the balancing of heroes is that you should pretty much always skill your ult at level 6.
Yeah.
And if you don't, there's probably something wrong with the hero.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the philosophy came from. It's like, okay, well, you don't need to get Flame Break, or you don't need to get Lasso at 6 because you have Flame Break to interrupt TPs. Now you probably need to get Lasso if you want to. So I think it's a good philosophy. There's very few heroes that you don't get ult at 6.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but ProDotA, it seems they play... I know when Come With Me was on that Kai P, that was with Eternal Envy and, what, Bone7 and Arteezy when he played the 4-roll. He used to always play the Visage. Just get super farmed and carry games for him. Seems like that's what ProDotA seems to do with Sand King and its Marana.
He moves around a ton.
He's insane. He's actually playing extremely well. I mean, open qualifiers, they're going to be playing against teams more their caliber now. No offense, Ben. I'm not blaming you. You guys got to the finals. You did your thing.
We did our thing.
You did your thing. Shadow Demon Drow, though, I think a lot of people probably think, wow, that's really good to have early. That's like one of the best openers you can get.
They still need to protect the Drow Ranger, though. Shadow Demon's not enough, because if you disrupt, she's still gonna rage last way too long for you to actually fight the Lifestealer during that duration, and it's very difficult to actually stop that face rush. So they need like some ways to stop them. They ban out the Timber, a nice frontliner that they need versus high physical damage, although sometimes not the best because you can stack up reactive, and that Faceless Void is just amazing versus the Lifestealer with a Chrono. Just kite his rage, it's really, really strong. And then Infamous are also trying to protect their Drow Ranger with the Silencer. Like, Silencer combined with the Infest Bomb is like almost impossible as a Drow Ranger.
Isn't killing anyone, you know?
Yeah, because Shadow Demon's not going to get Greaves. If he gets Yules, it's too slow. he gets Lotus, it's usually like 50 minutes of the game, and he probably already
Team pick.
been close to losing.
Well, Infamous has definitely been watching the ProDotA replays. I think how do you pronounce the name? Ping Vinsec?
I don't know.
Teal.
Let's call him P.
Okay, let's call him Ping. We can call him Ping. They ran, I believe, Lich +1 middle almost every game in the open qualifiers. They did that versus you too, or no?
Yeah, they did.
They did, yeah?
One of
I
them.
mean, it's just poor band. Lich is one of those heroes. It's early game just seems extremely powerful. I mean, it definitely falls off later game because Lich just gets 90 free experience at the beginning of the game and denies it from the other mid laner. So I don't like Lich. Unfun hero.
It slows down the enemy's timing because they like to push very early with the Drow Ranger. So like with the Lich, you can delay everything by like at least 1 or 2 minutes on the opposite team as long as you play carefully and don't feed. But if you play normally, you delay their timing and then your peak lasts way longer versus the anti-Drow lineup or what they presume to be anti.
And now we see most likely the come with me Mirana. We saw a lot of it, and we said he plays super fast paced. They just go for kills, and right now it looks like that's what they want to do again. Slardar and Mirana, you see, Slardars are one of the biggest offlaners who at level 2 or 3, you'll see a lot of smoke ganks with them, just go middle. He doesn't need the most farm since he has that built-in sprint, which is nice.
Yeah. They might run it as a core though, because right now they don't have really any anti-push. So like you need one way to actually stop the push from the Drow Ranger.
But you think they'll run the Mirana or Slardar's core?
I think they'll run.
You think they'll run Mirana core? Well, because Come With Me played.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, well, it was an Alchemist versus Naga game, and he was the highest net worth in the game. For Mirana, I just think they'll probably stick with it, but
yeah,
they might not.
It's just like I know
I
foresee them having AoE issues.
Yeah.
Like you need to be able to actually approach our Ranger. Imagine if Slaughter doesn't actually have a blink, you're gonna have issues. Ooh, Medusa, nice, tanky.
Yeah,
Won't have to worry too much about late game.
Yeah, I like the 2 follow-ups from Infamous. You have the tanky frontliner and Ogre who doesn't need much farm to just run at you, and then you have Medusa who, with her skills, naturally can tank, but she does need a bit of farm.
Yeah, it's a nice replacement to the Void though, because you have an anti-BKB AoE ultimate, which is very good at protecting the Drow Ranger. And of course, Bloodlust, very nice. Drow Ranger aura, very nice on the Medusa. However, yeah, it might be a little bit slow, and they have armor issues. Only Ogre really has some armor. Drow Ranger, I guess, with Mark has armor, but kind of irrelevant if she has marksmanship on. But like Dazzle, Slardar, Lifestealer, like if you lose a fight, you're gonna lose Roche, and if you lose a fight, you're gonna like constantly fall behind in terms of being able to tank that physical damage.
Wow. ProDotA taken. I don't know if you saw, it was an open qualifier game. It was Monkeys Forever team versus Element. It was one of the European teams, and they ran pretty much. Infamous is running like HQ's lineup, and they ran a Puck in the off lane, and I guess maybe ProDotA doesn't want to go against that, so.
Puck's nice versus their lineup. They don't have any instant stuns. Without the Sand King, there's like no way for them to initiate really safely on a Puck.
Ban that out. And we see a Ricky ban out, so I love Ricky getting run in a core role a lot in open qualifiers. Is that like a new thing again instead of a support? They could also do Mirana, like you said.
Down in our skill level, yeah. Yeah, Grant, it is.
10 seconds.
We'd run everything core.
Yeah, why not? Lich core, Lich middle, that's a classic.
Ogre core.
Ogre core. They can get run in the off lane a bit. Of course, for Ike's Mike, and wow. So they do go with another ranged hero for the off lane. They want to take full advantage of the Drow aura, and
that is old school, man.
Yeah, that is.
Wind Ranger off, I have not seen them in a very long time.
That was one of those heroes back in, what, Dota 1, early Dota 2?
Oh, they have aggro, actually.
Probably will with Drow, and then Wind Ranger versus... I don't even know who they...
Slardar.
Slardar,
should be very easy. For some reason, I think they're going to aggro, just because I think the Lifestealer is like super good. Double range plus Ogre lane, like, there's nothing you can do there.
See, ProDotA said they don't have really that insta-stun. They have the Slardar and the Mirana who aren't perfect for it, especially if Drow Ranger, if he has that gust timing, man, that could just stop a lot of things. It's crazy, both teams are going to be, I think actually, from what I read, Infamous has a higher ping than Europe to US East.
I believe it.
Poor guys.
What are they missing?
A middle, unless Mirana's middle, or a support. What do you think they want, though? They have the armor, Slardar, Dazzle, maybe just more Versatility, I don't know. If you call it, Ben, you can have another donut.
Storm's that good here, but it's common with the Lifestealer, and it's common against Shadow Demon as well, but I can't really think of that many other mid heroes that are that great. TA I've seen a decent amount.
What about Razor?
Razor?
Razor versus it's gonna be Medusa, right? Middle?
Yeah, it's okay. It's not amazing because you don't have to actually target the Razor with the snake.
Wait.
And he has and Medusa has Drow.
I think it's gonna be Wind Ranger middle. If it's Caro playing it, and then they might just solo the Medusa bottom with the tri-lane.
That works. That's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. But Wind Ranger probably does a little better versus Razor. He can avoid static link like in the later levels.
I'd actually better. I think the Mystic Snake is like really strong in the lane.
The bounces.
Because the Razor can't, like, he's a short range hero, and then you want to be like always kind of playing up on the Medusa because of stat. Oh, nice. Back to predictions. Power be killed before 10. With Drow Ranger, I will say yes. And with the first Barracks kill, I will say the Drow Ranger lane.
Infamous, okay. I'll just go with you.
Team with the most Roshan kills.
I still think, I mean, if you expect Infamous to end it early, you expect him to get a Rocher too, right?
Who do you think is going to win, though?
I like Infamous lineup. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know.
If you like Infamous lineup, you should just put Infamous. I don't know, ProDotA's...
I just think if Infamous gets the early pushes, say they take like a 10-2 lead, you know they're going to be getting early, easy Roshans and just pushing in.
But if they lose the lanes, then ProDotA's just going to take Roshan and just steamroll them.
Yeah, exactly. Last player to be killed, that's just...
Probably...
I'd say... You think I'd say Nyx.
Nyx? Yeah, Nyx is actually pretty good. I'll say Lifestealer.
Prediction,
wait, are you going with Infamous?
Yeah, I'm going with Infamous.
ProDotA for the 2 and 3?
I went with Infamous and Infamous.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Alright, sounds good. And we already see him up top. They have already smoked. We have Mirana and Slardar. Up top, maybe just looking for a free kill. You go to a stomp into an arrow, of course, on Drow. Might be enough to kill her. And the rest of Infamous is actually just chilling middle. They're probably searching out the lanes. Not wanting to give away where they're going, but it looks like it is going to be an off-lane Wind Ranger.
30 seconds to battle.
What can that hero do if it gets tri-laned, the Wind Ranger? It's not like she can really go to the jungle. I mean, she can do her little bit of jungling at the big camp, but...
They don't have a great setup. The open wounds is only
super low range at level 1 too.
Yeah, as long as he dodges the arrow, he should. That is not something that you can rely on for either side.
Your in-game mic on, Ben?
I do not believe so.
Okay, that's fine. Well, they get both the runes. They just give up top rune and let Garter get the bottom. I mean, not as big now that it's just 100 gold instead of 100 experience, but still a little bit. And Medusa is going to be middle.
Test. Says muted.
I know I had to turn in audio. You had to turn your open mic thresholds at 0.
It is.
Supposed to be that low? Mine's like 10. Oh.
Test. I don't. Mine doesn't. Mine goes through yours.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Well, there we go. We already see the static link middle on the Medusa, and it's going to be rough for her early versus that static link. Top lane, Kefka's possibly in a little bit of trouble. I mean, they don't want a Q disruption immediately. They could block him in here if they do, though.
Can't kill him.
They can, yeah. Problem with the Drow level 1. They definitely can harass him, and if they get him to half HP, if they find him again, it's an easy kill, but... And with me doing the early jungle Mirana, already level 2. Good. A lot of Miranas you'll see just try to roam around, get that level 1 arrow, and it really does nothing. Bottom lane, Kataro getting harassed pretty hard by...
There is nothing that the... He's do anything.
It seems his lane's getting... Nah, it's staying about steady, Ned. So it seems like the laning phase, I mean, you kind of want to win it as a Drow, right? Like, your whole lineup, that's why you get it, so you win the early CS with the extra damage, but it seems they're falling a little bit behind even middle. Razor beating, and there comes an arrow. It's... Dead Sport, they're going to link him again. We're going to see Stinger run him. It's a 2-on-2 middle, but Ogre's just going to eat a lot of damage right now. Standing his ground, though.
He's so tanky. 8 armor and a lot of regen. He doesn't even have a stout, and he's still like, super tanky. I think they're okay though with like not winning it super hard in the early game. They had the Dusa to fall back on, and Razor is a very tough matchup for most heroes in the mid lane. I'm surprised that they didn't start off with the boots first in the mid lane. I think like boots or windlace is very good versus a razor.
Oh, another arrow comes out. It's gonna hit Medusa, but luckily Ogre was strolling through, so be a kill. It's gonna be a pretty stagnant match to it seems early until we see the first rotation from probably Slardar. It's not like Wind Ranger can really rotate around and get a kill for you.
Not with this build.
Yeah.
Maybe like a level 2 power shot could secure a kill, but you'd already have to have a lot of aggression going. And the Drow Ranger went for the early Quelling Blade. It's not bad if you want to... A lot of the times the range heroes like run out of tango, so you can't like pass once the first tree respawns.
Yeah.
So I actually really like the Quelling Blade early. It's also pretty nice if you go HOD and farm up.
Middle lane, we do see Razor has stolen a lot of damage, but all it takes is one stun into a max range Mystic Snake off the creeps, and like you said, that Mystic Snake does an insane amount of damage if you get the bounces.
Drop your Wraith Band. Oh.
While he's bottling, or health potent, yeah.
And tangoing.
Ben, it's good to see someone else who likes min-maxing as much as me.
That's like 50 HP, I think.
It is, huh?
That's a lot. That's half a tango.
Yep. Half a tango,
like
half a tango.
That's half a creep. For very little work, mind you.
Do you like the Slardar not going for the first item Iron Talon?
Yes.
Do you like that?
Yes. It's how they play. They want the supports to stay here. And Ogre has been coming mid a little bit, but that leaves the Slardar able to get some farm up on top. And then they have to like, you know, think twice about pooling and whatnot. Rana's already level 3.5. Maybe looking for a kill on the old Drow Ranger, but that is not a good angle for Go right now.
Smart though. Come With Me doesn't just, like I said, he doesn't just go and shoot arrows randomly. He'll shoot some middle, try to harass them, but he'll always be farming creeps with the arrow as well, and he doesn't get under-leveled. I think that's the biggest thing is him roaming Mirana.
You don't want to give away your positioning though as the Mirana, so it's if you have a low percentage arrow, just don't shoot. Because they'll still fear you. Oh, is she on the top side? Is she on the bottom side? Which lane is she in?
It's like a Ravage. If you know they used it, you're not scared of it. It's more of the threat of having it.
I liken it more to like a Nyx. The Nyx is jungling. Like, he could be Vendetta on top of you, or he could just be farming creeps. You don't know. Look at this arrow. Look at that. Look at where Come With Me came from. He came from the north side of the mid T1 tower.
First blood.
That's the good angle, you would say, right?
Oh, that's an amazing angle.
Oh, and bottom lane, they get another kill as well. Just takes diving on the Wind Ranger. Definitely miss it. And he has level 2 Wind Run. Yeah. With the super passive, though.
He didn't have a TP. TP back to the lane. That's it. TP plus Wind Run should keep him very safe in that lane, but a lot of it is just a really good pressure by the Dazzle.
So, okay, so is it... You're wrong, is it? Kotaro's on the Medusa and King Tech is on bottom? I actually don't know. I wish they just used their real names, you know? King Tech is their usual offlaner.
I'm not sure.
Oh, another arrow middle, and he hits him. He gets mana shield off, luckily, right before he gets hit, but I guess it's just harassing while King farms.
Yeah, he's forced to bottle crow a lot, and they also don't have that great control of the runes right now because Ogre is just doing what he needs to. And it's nighttime. They have really low vision. Like, Ogre Sun into arrow is death for almost any hero, even the Medusa with a mana shield, because he doesn't have a TP.
Ogre's on the arrow. Ogre's on the other team.
Oh, sorry. Anything into an arrow.
Yeah.
Like, it's just really low vision during nighttime. You always feel very scared.
Ooh, and Plain Slardar gets clapped by the Hellbear, but right now it seems like they're just focused on getting Drow Ranger farm and Shadow Demon levels. We see the Ogre roam around a little, but Come With Me, he's gonna throw out another arrow.
Close. He's level 6. They can actually do better in the lanes now.
He does a lot of damage, about 150 a hit already.
Ranger lane is like...
Yeah, we see Drow's only up 4 CS on the Nyx, and the Nyx already has an assist. Probably going to be pushing this now reasonably here. Creating chaos. He's not really doing much. He's just showing up, making
like, they need the level not to die. Not a great hero to be in the lane. Imagine if it were tri-lane too.
Medusa doing stacks first, pulling him. Back. Razor is level 7 versus a Medusa level 5. This is extremely rough. That one arrow just completely changed the lane. He wasn't even down that much CS on the Medusa, but definitely is now. They find come with me with Shadow Poison.
Nice try, come with me. Just stealing all the creeps though.
Yeah, he is, just taking the big creeps. He's almost level 5 now. Decent amount of burst damage.
He might scout out the stack. That might be a good play for them. Or he's gonna arrow from his favorite first blood position.
I mean, yeah, if he gets arrowed, he's just dead, even if he gets that level 1 mana shield on this time. And here it comes! Yeah, he is dead.
Such a difficult...
Little Starfall into the Q, and they get it easily. We see a TP middle. This could be a kill, though. It doesn't look like he doesn't have enough mana for another poison, or else it might have been.
He has...
yeah.
They need a...
Board.
No, it's not that. It's just... Like, there's a lot of discussion about whether or not Mirana is better on Radiant or Dire.
Yeah.
And this is one of the reasons why people say Radiant is because of, like, arrowing from the north side. Because as Dire, you're like heroes on the top.
Yeah, oh, and top lane. Looks like a Slarda wants to go on him. He gets the silence up, but he's just gonna die. He's just gonna right into the tower. We do see a teleport coming from the Wind Ranger. He's gonna ulti onto blue. Doesn't connect anyone. They're still trying to bring him down. They will get him at least. Medusa comes up as well to help. So a 1-for-1 trade, but you lose your highest net worth in the Drow, and all you get is an offlane Slardar. Probably not the best trade for him. And Nyx is still just free farming.
Yeah, they might lose the bottom tower because of this. Oh, does he have a Bastion? No.
Oh, and what do you feel about Treads? I haven't seen Treads Razor over Phase Boots in a while.
He wants
I like him, but yeah, just tank.
Yeah, you need the HP because Drums doesn't really give you that much HP anymore.
Yeah.
And Aquila is only 3 strength, so... I don't know. With raindrops though, that's, I think, part of the reason why so many people get phased nowadays is because you can just raindrops and it's almost as good as having Tread's HP.
Yeah. Looks like he's going for the Quilla next, so no big items coming up too soon. We see Slardar still reasonably underfarmed, just the Tranquil and the Stout still far away from Blink, but a smoke comes up now.
We're gonna lose our tower prediction. GG.
No, maybe not. You don't know.
20 seconds for them to take down a tower?
They could.
That is nearly impossible.
15 now, but yeah. A smoke gank, maybe they knew. Oh, someone did take the stacks. Who was it? I didn't see Medusa doing it. I guess it was Medusa and the Wind Ranger.
Medusa's level 2 yeah. Split shot, so they actually wanted to do the stack
very early. But middle lane, this is going to be rough. It is a
She has
smoke.
Stone Gaze. I don't actually think she's in that much trouble unless she gets arrowed
She gets arrowed first before the Slardar, yeah.
But their positioning is like very, very good. Ogre can stun the Slardar as it comes in. And she is very tinky and has 7 stick charges. Now they're playing the farm game. Drow Ranger not going for any lifesteal, so has to be very careful about how she approaches these Ancients.
Surprised we're not seeing more pressure on top. Radiant knows all of Dire is pretty much bottom. They just smoke through the jungle. They know no one's top. They know no one's in the jungle.
They don't need pressure. They can just farm.
Just farm, man.
5-man begins.
Listen, they're just gonna. They're not even gonna. They're just gonna straight up show they are going 5-man bottom. We see really good vision. I noticed in ProDotA in the open qualifiers, they always out-vision the enemy team every time.
Yeah, it's because they have really strong early game support. Or at least the Mirana, I think, is pretty strong. But yeah, as you mentioned, they're putting pressure on top now. Mirana, drag a creep wave to the neutrals, and they need the blink on the Slaughter ASAP. And looks like they do not want to fight before then. Hopefully, they get the mid P1 as an exchange.
They might get. Yeah, they're gonna do a lot to mid and top. They might be able to take both just because they won't have the refreshed glyph. But we already see a TP top coming from Brown to Medusa, and Stick's just gonna come in. He's just gonna farm.
But mid
is their triple man TPing onto it. They're gonna be able to get the deny, so that works out for them.
Not worth. A mid T1 tower is way more valuable.
Yeah, it is. They lose the gold, but all the vision they're gonna get. And top lane, they have to be careful. If he somehow gets the Stone Gaze off, oh, he can't. Arrow comes out. It's only a 2-second arrow though. He should still be able to get it off. He has 10 stick charges. He doesn't even want to waste it. He realized how valuable it is. There we go. The level 2 mana shield now is enough to stop through a double stun.
It hurts her farm a lot though. Like she's in a precarious position where she might die if she fights, but she doesn't want to go home because it's a lot of loss of money. They're smoked around. This could be dangerous, especially with Slardar in the position that he is in, and they will know that.
Oh, they know.
Yep.
They need the shadow poison.
What? Oh my goodness! Why didn't they just power shot through the trees?
Because they knew he wasn't at the top because it broke near the bottom, and they just they missed a kill. Yeah.
They had 2 ways to get flying vision into that area, and it was kind of obvious where he was because of where the smoke popped. That's okay.
I like how they're just powering. They're just 5-manning through the tower. They know they're down 4-1 kills, but they have all this range damage, and they can just leave these towers.
Razor with Arcane Rune, that's actually very, very bad for Dire. You can just spam out these waves non-stop. They still have a glyph too. Like they actually can't push because of the Arcane Rune. It's up again, almost.
That's rough, and look at Orange is just Garter on the next, just barring bottom. He has his phase boots, armlet, Blightstone. The Koro Ogre is
they're
almost dead. Should be fine. Oh, and we see an ult come out. Oh, Medusa barely dodges. They're just gonna back up. They're like, wow, we can't push this.
They are so ready to fight right now because everyone's mega low HP.
It's out. It's out. Looks like everyone's gonna get out. They see Shadow Demon, but they can't get to him in time.
That's a free tower.
Yep. See what does Dire want to do? I mean, they want to push 5-man towers, but they realize, wow, we're getting bullied out of the lane right now. We can't really do anything, and that's instead of pushing top, they smoke up.
I'm not sure if they smoked at the Warpage. I think it was just outside. Now they see Wind Ranger because of the power shot, but they have their eyes on Medusa, I suppose. Oh my goodness, that is a weird, awkward position.
Oh, and he runs into it. This could be bad. Medusa needs to just cast ultimate, right? A little bit slow on the take. He's just going to cast Mystic Snake. We still don't have an ult there. Comes against 12-6 turns. We're going to see a stun in the back. Ogre Magi might be going down to Kefka. They'll be able to save him right now. They put him under. And now the Shadow Demon is in trouble. He is most likely going to go down.
Cannot lose the Drought Ranger just like that. Yeah. Defensive disruption, most importantly the Stone Gaze. Like, Stone Gaze should have come out way earlier.
Yeah, he got arrowed and it just seemed like they didn't react in time. We didn't see a Shadow Demon put him under or Stone Gaze.
They didn't. They also didn't have vision though. Yeah. Nighttime's like way worse for info. ProDotA.
So again, yeah, ProDotA just, like you said, with that middle tower down, they're just free to roam inside of Dire's jungle, get easy ganks on top and middle.
Yeah, one of the things that Infamous is doing is they're like showing their heroes very often. Like often you just want to push as 1 or 2 of your cores so that it's not completely obvious where your entire team is, but their entire team just ran bottom, not smoked. So they're like, okay, we'll just push mid and top and we know that you guys aren't there. Like they need to instill that doubt. Oh, is it just Medusa pushing and then all 4 of us are up here? They're making the decisions really easy for ProDotA, but at the same time they were losing the lanes kind of hard, so they felt pressured to actually group up as 5. So I can understand where they're coming from, but it's not a good for going into the mid game when you only have 1 tower down as Drow Ranger.
Yeah, and you're just getting bullied around. I mean, the gold graph over 3,000 in favor of ProDotA, as well as experience about 4,000. Saw top lane Razor with a haste goes on 1 person. They have a 3-man TP up top, which just allows the Nyx is just doing whatever he wants right now.
Yeah. On the flip side though, Infamous does have the 4-step up on the Wind Ranger, very good versus the Infest Bomb. So maybe that can turn the tide in a team fight or 2.
Yep. And so it's still farming decently. We do see a Slardar now. Yeah, has his Blink Dagger after that tower drops, so this could be a good timing for ProDotA. Maybe get a couple kills and then push a tower again.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Dinger's gonna stack this. Probably see Medusa take this after that. Medusa, usually we see the casual Yasha and the Lincolns a lot of the time. Is that probably what he's going to go, or?
Yeah, Manta Lincolns is, I think, actually very good here. It's very good versus the Lifestealer in the Slardar.
Yeah.
Take off the amp, don't get open wounds, or amp, or whatever, either or.
Oh, and an ultimate coming out from the bottom. And we see Slardar's eating behind the tower with his Quelling Blade. He used his blink already, though.
Yeah, he's just in a good position, though. He wants him to defend here.
Yeah. Oh my. They see him now, they're going to jump on him. He's under the tower though, he has mana shield up, he has 5-6 charges, but the arrow comes through and that should be the death of him. That's a very good push. We're going to see an ultimate from Shadow Demon up on the Nyx, and they bring him down. They're doing so much damage with that. Benjaz, oh, he has a double damage, but he's going to get glyphed. Put on by Shadow Demon, they should still be able to bring him down. Maybe not, he armlet toggles and just going to live. That is extremely good for ProDotA. Oh, and the arrow flies out, misses. Actually hits on the Drow Ranger, and that was on accident. They're going to be able to bring him down easily, as well as the Shadow Demon, and well, this is looking pretty rough right now.
That was excellent coordination on saving their life stealer. The armlet toggle into...
And we saw the Dazzle Grave, and then Shadow Demon puts him under, but he armlet toggles immediately out of it, and then Dazzle has another heal for him.
But then after that, they salved him.
Yeah.
He could return to the fight.
They can just take another tower because of that. That was just the bottom setup gank. They get an easy kill on the Medusa with the follow-up arrow, and
she's really slow with the stone gate.
Yeah.
She had time to do it there too.
No. You never want to just save something if you're going to keep dying over and over, but is she like saving it for a bigger picture? Or you think she's just not casting it?
I think she's just saving it for a better moment, like when her teammates are around, instead of being selfish. Sometimes you just need to be really selfish as a carry player. It's like, it's my life. I gotta save myself. Yep. But his items are bad. Lincoln Sphere recipe plus Yasha. That
classic recipe.
Classic recipe first.
That was not a bad fight for Infamous to take, because Benjaz did have that double damage rune. I mean, he was doing a lot of damage to the Nax, but
he got
and the Dazzle's Dazzle's level 9. He is having a great game. Level 4 heal, level 3 grave.
This is a game I wouldn't have skilled Frost Arrows on Drow.
At all. Maybe just one.
Maybe one in lane, but Sardar wasn't really in lane.
Yeah.
It was the supports pulling him out. Like, I think the 4 points in Snaz is very, very useful when you're the primary focus and when you need other people to do damage. But like, are you really gonna cast Frost Arrows on a Lifestealer that's in melee range with Rage, or like a Slardar who has a ton of move speed, same with the Razor? Like, they're usually just gonna be running at you, and you're gonna be.
We do see a smoking. He's gonna power shot to cancel the blink, which is extremely smart, and they'll get a kill here. Well, we hope they do, and they do. Good kill by the Wind Ranger. That was smart. Very preemptive power shot, so he couldn't blink away no matter what. You like the Wind Ranger's build? The skill build?
Skill build, yeah, it's kind of a byproduct of how it was in lane. She thought she could survive with level 2 win run, so that's why you see that. Then they need the shackle shot. I mean, level 3, level 4 is not that big of a difference for off lane for either of those skills. So
now we see Lifestealer, Echo Saber. He is going to be doing a lot of damage, especially if he gets in on somebody, and that's what Blink Slardar's for.
Yep. Drow Ranger still has issues. I'd like to maybe see her go for a pike early.
Yeah.
So she can cast it on the Slardar after the crush, but I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, look at that. Like we always talk about, come with me, finds his farm. He is mana boots as well as an Aghanim Scepter. And that just goes to show your hard support 5, Dazzle, he's farmed as well. Mana boots and an urn, and he's buying all the wards. Their support duo is just, they don't really play together per se, but they know what they're doing. They just have come with me do his thing and the Dazzle do his thing.
They're also like, the Miranda can just leap in onto the Drow Ranger. That shouldn't be able to happen in this sort of game. Like I've seen her leap in on her like 3 or 4 times. Yeah. And now
see a ward get placed. This is a lucky ward and sentry duo. They saw him place the observer ward, so they know they're around. They're going to blink in anyway. He's going to go in. The next is going to jump out. We see Stone Gates come out. Ogre's already going to go down. They do silence up. The Mirana goes down so quick. This ward's paying off. Are they going to be able to bring down Garter as well? Grave comes out like always. And now they're going to go back onto him. This Razor taking a ton of damage, but a 4-man crush. That might just seal the deal on this fight. Definitely will Ben just get hit up. Silence, but wow. And now they're going to look. He has blink up now. Just another kill. Throw it out. Throw up the amp damage. They're just going to swing on him. Plasma Field's up in 3. Will it be enough? Why isn't Razor attacking?
Run.
Oh, okay. Well, still a great fight. And that Slardar just got a 4. I think if he didn't get that 4-man crush, they might have lost that fight. But he blinks back in and huge one.
Come with me, left in. He's like, but this is not going to cast Stone Gaze. She hasn't casted any of these fights, but she actually got it off that time.
They're already back for more. They have the Nags Bomb up and ready.
They don't have vision back there though. I think they can get a gem at this. They're in a really good spot, and I don't think they're going to lose it. Maybe they want to get Roche first before, but that's also a very simple task with Don't Gaze down and Amplify up. However, they aren't going to take the opportunity, and we'll wait for a better day.
That seemed like the best fight for Infamous. I mean, the Ogre died, but whatever, it's an Ogre, and they instantly killed the Mirana. But oh, they're going in again, and they're going to find nice. He dodges it with the disruption. We're going to see Medusa come in. He has Stone Gaze up right now. Just got it. Doesn't want to use it, though. Could have thrown up the armor.
the positioning was really bad for last fight for Infamous. They were like
They're
they really
cold, dude.
yeah. But like you have Dragonlance, you have all these range heroes. They just got baited into chasing down the Lifestealer over there, and the Graves have been super timely coming up from Dazzle.
Yep. Never too early, never too late.
Yeah. That's what you want.
I know, first Roshan's looking to go the way of ProDotA. Ben, your predictions are looking quite off this game.
I know, I wonder who I followed.
Luckily, I actually went with ProDotA when you weren't looking.
You?
No.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure whether
and already they're going to start the Stone Gaze again. They're looking for this Windrunner, but they can't quite find her. TP out from everyone, and if Sting dies for this, I mean, I think he's fine. Sucks he died, but for the team.
They didn't get the tower, though. They're in a really, really bad spot. Like, Drow Ranger has just been crushed in every single one of these fights.
Oh, I get it, because Slytherin crush, nice.
Or soul crushed, mentally crushed,
both.
bodily crushed.
All of the crushed?
All of the crushed.
Except the orange drink. Orange crush, good.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah, I actually don't like it at all.
It's no Fanta.
Yeah, it's not. And Lifestealer almost has a death zone, what, less than 1,000 gold. They go in on the backside. But level 3 Windrun, the 3-3-3 build, a classic. Derek's going to try to take this tower. I mean, he has to be careful. He doesn't have Windrun up. He does have the 4-step, but he's going to blink forward. Does have Windrun up now. They disrupt him down. Can't blink because of disruption illusions. They're holding right now.
They're just so far up, though. Like, they're so aggressive.
And look at Yellow's just split pushing top. Come with me. And they're going to find Blue. Nice 4-step over the ledge, though, by himself. Barely gets it off. Brown just farming bottom in their jungle. He has his Lincolns in 300, though.
Man, ProDota's really good at having... There's never a gap in between them and Infamous. It's either too large for Infamous to actually attack them, or it's too small where they all have to run away. Like, it's always one of those two. And it was like, briefly they could attack, like that one brief moment at the secret shop, but aside from that, they've either been all in or all out at the same time.
Rana with the blink, and
now she can blink in and then leap out.
Yep.
So she doesn't get owned by the Stone Gaze.
Yeah. Medusa is very close to top of the net worth. I mean, she's getting her farm now. We saw her farm bottom during that mid-fight, but the rest of the team, I mean, Drow's not that far behind.
Drow dies every one of these.
Problem, yeah. I think you need the Hurricane Pike, and then, I mean, do you just grant her, or do you think about possibly going a BKB? BKB's not even that good here, though. They have such a good mix of physical and magical damage.
Do they? Where's their... Oh, yeah, Marana.
That's just the Marana and the Slytherin
She just
crush.
needs to tank up. Like, Strength Treads, Manta, and Hurricane
Scotty
Pike.
Or something.
I don't think Scotty.
You don't think the Scotty?
I like
Drow?
Butterfly a lot. Butterfly's it's a lot of armor, and it gives you move speed if you need to run away. They really just need like their Stone Gaze better, because Stone Gaze is their trump card.
Oh, and here we go. We see a Vanish Pot multi coming out. Like, Dire kind of knows what's up. Oh, they had the ward. Yeah, right there. Ward by Excel.
Still losing out on a lot.
Yep. The good thing with this Ogre is once Ogre hits level 7, that's all you care about. Level 4 Bloodlust.
Yep.
Especially in this lineup, I really think that's the only thing they care about.
They need the Drow to not show it. Need them to go on the Medusa, disrupt him, go for Stone Gaze, and then Drow is still in the back, so they get marksmanship damage with the Bloodlust on Medusa. I think that's their best way to win a fight. Drow, like, I would even consider a Shadow Blade this for the Drow Ranger, just so you can stay out of vision for the fights, and then after they have committed their Blink, their Rage, then you can go in, and their Static Link. Then you start right-clicking people. He has to stay hidden and cannot get jumped at the start of the fight, else they're going to have to blow way too many things. They're going to have to blow, like, their 4-staff, their Stone Gaze, their defensive disruption.
Stinger gets gone. I don't know what he's doing over here. I actually very little. I don't even know if he creates space. They're already rotating back up to find gray and light blue.
They're trying to make the ages expire, so it's like not a great timing for them.
And they find the Shadow as well as anyone else here. Orange coming up slowly, but he doesn't have a blink. He has a Yasha. He's running quick. Be enough. And he's going Sanj and Yasha next item, so just damage, survivability, move speed, blink forward. Ranger. Pretty tanky now. 4-step as well as the Aghanims. And Arrow comes down and just hits the Drow. But luckily Medusa sits in front.
Yeah, they have good positioning. Not enough time left on the Aegis, but enough time for them to pick the T2.
Good thing. I mean, we've seen a lot of. I mean, they're down 17-3, but they don't have the worst base defense. Obviously, with Blitz Shot, Mystic, Snake Spam, and Stone if they ever try to go in.
Yes.
Wind Ranger can spam out Shadow Poison.
Can do that all day. Bloodlust powers, baby.
Uh-oh, what is the Medusa doing? They're going to try to find him. They're going to get Medusa. He's going to have to use it right away. Drow Ranger actually kills Slaughter in the back, and they haven't even used Stone Gate. My man just holds on to it forever. They're going to find two of them over here, and a double silence. What a play. They're going to find him. They're now chasing down the Razor. If they find this Razor, and there's the Dragonlance Crosshair, they are going to be able to bring him down. They do. Benja just got a triple kill.
Yeah, they didn't go on the Drow Ranger, dude.
Ben, you literally called that. It's almost like you used to, you know, be the man.
Why? Don't
they went on the Medusa, yeah.
Don't go on the Medusa. That's the worst target.
And it's crazy because the Medusa took so much damage, but the Mana Shield and saw the Shadow Demon, he walked up so slowly trying to disrupt him, and he got it off, and it was just over. That's power of Medusa. And he got a lot of farm too. Does he go for the Manta, or do you think he goes for like a Scotty or something?
I think you go for the Manta.
Split doesn't take off amp now, does it? Didn't they change that, or does it? It does. Okay, yeah, I think that is.
It takes off open wounds too.
Okay. I knew that one, Ben.
Well, it's important.
Yeah,
Not everyone knows that, Grant. Hello.
That's true. Ooh, and Stone Gaze? To get a skill level 3? I think you do. The one extra. Oh, he's going for Butterfly.
Butterfly's good. Butterfly.
Especially versus the Naix before he gets something. Because he went to Sanjin Yashi, you know he's not going to have an MKB anytime soon.
Yep. So with that fight, it's like, okay, they went on me and we won the fight. So that means next time they're not going to go on me, which means I need to do as much damage as possible.
Yeah.
A good line of thinking. They really need to get next Roach, though. I don't know how they're going to do it, but, like...
Ooh. Dire scan? I don't know what that scan does. They saw them doing it, now they left, so they might know somebody's there. See a Ghost Scepter on the Slardar. I like that. Just so he can go in, get out, so the Drow can't just blow him up.
It's short term, though.
Yeah, it is.
Ghost Scepter is like a, I need to survive the next couple of fights, or we're going to end the game soon. If you're thinking long term, it's almost always AC / BKB, but AC is better, I think.
Looks like a wasted smoke from ProDotA.
They need a gem. They haven't picked up a gem, and like they had such a sizable lead before then, and then they could have taken down all these wars that have been scouting them out. 3 of them, and for once it looks like ProDotA is at a vision disadvantage. They only have 2 over there, but they can't play that aggressively after losing that last fight.
Yeah, now Ogre, we talked about, he had nothing. He has a 4-staff now, so just more survivability if they go on the Drow or the Medusa. Once Aether Lens comes up on that Shadow Demon, I'm actually surprised they didn't prioritize that. He's just walking around. He has a Quelling Blade on Shadow Demon. He's having fun.
Lord Master.
Yep. Indeed. Even though you can't even mess uphill now, but whatever.
It's about the speed.
Doing it. Oh, yellow? I don't think they know he's there, and he just blinks away.
Ghost and blink and leap. I don't think he's gonna die.
Of course, Mirana with not gonna be a casual Ghost Scepter, more than likely a Ethereal Blade. We do see Hurricane Pike Manta style, 1k up on the Drow. Do you like the Drow farming with agility treads on?
Yeah.
Instead of strength?
If he
ever gets gone on?
If you're afraid you're gonna die, you definitely go strength treads. But in the position that he was in, that's fine.
I don't know. We see this Naix has been chilling inside the Slardar for quite some time, and this is reminiscent of that one game. That one game, you know. Good.
That one game.
I was saying it was.
Oh, hello.
Oh, they fight. It's only Stinger once again. They know he's up here. Oh, and he's out. There we go. Naix pops out. He's like, we're wasting a lot of time. A lot.
And he shows. If Roche were up right now, they should definitely do it. Fortunately, this is the call. It's not, but I think like this would be such a good time for them to actually start contesting, because that's I think where you want to take the fight. Like Drow Ranger can stay outside, Medusa can like stay outside the pit and just stone gaze if they threaten to go in.
Medusa's 100 off of Butterfly now.
Yeah,
that's a lot of damage and a lot more survivability. He's getting. What is the gold graph even looking like? It's only 6,000 in favor of ProDotA, which is insane. They have all the towers down.
Yep.
Medusa's done a good job, I think, of the last 10 minutes of just finding farm. We see her stay mostly bottom, doing the Ancients, and just farming the lane. And ProDotA seems, because they have their wards up top, they've been trying to do stuff up there, but no one's been there.
They haven't committed enough sentries to the bottom Ancients. That was like their best way to farm. Drow Ranger and Medusa can both do the Ancients, quite easily. Even Wind Ranger, I suppose. Just standing on the high ground.
Here comes another ultimate. Stinger might have seen it with that ward. I don't think he did, but
Doesn't matter.
Stinger just farms by himself. He's an ogre who just doesn't care.
He's level 11.
Look at he's just farming solo bottom.
Play.
He's the man, yeah. I mean, he's legitimately making a lot of space by them. They just committed a bottom ult for nothing.
And he's getting wards down in very deep places.
Yes, and so they see purple here. He might just TP. He has his Quelling Blade as well. He has built his way into this tree very deep. Oh no! He's gonna get out though, yeah.
They're like, what on earth?
Why is he here? Stinger, yeah, these wards are super deep. You're right. Just that one, and that one's done a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, and Roshan, they're going for it. ProDotA is. Will we see a? They have both the people who scouted out, and it looks like he is gonna power shot. No.
Nope.
Gonna give it up, I guess. Oh, there it is. They see him doing it, but it's way too late now. You'd have to do it right at the beginning, I think.
Medusa, you already completed your butterfly, dude. Why are you out so far?
Double damage too.
Yeah. Giving up a roach for a double damage.
They could still fight this. Well, that's what I mean. I mean, they could still fight this right now. Oh, and he dodges the shackle shot. He's gonna have to get Stonegaze off there, TV him down. There it goes. They put under. They find the Wind Ranger going down. Right now, they're just running him. That double damage is doing so much work. Nice Ghost Scepter from the Razor, but he's still going to go down. They're going to chase down the Dazzle. This is going to be a 2-for-0 trade, possibly more. Blue blinks away. Do we see a random power shot? They clearly know he didn't go to the left. They had that ward there. It's like Kefka will get away. That was a good fight, though. Usually you don't want to take fights after someone takes Roshan, but...
They didn't see the DD on the Medusa, so I guess it was worth it.
Now Diffusal on the Drow. I mean, purging off all the Ghost Scepters is always nice. Just a lot of damage.
One of the most, one of the most cost-efficient agility items.
And super helpful against Ghost Scepters. So they're looking good. Marana, once again, come with me, always manages to find farm, but he likes to be able to leap in and just do a lot of damage up close. He can't do it versus this team.
It's because they don't have any armor on their team. All they have is Weave right now, but the Slaughterer went for a Ghost Scepter, so did the Razor, so they don't have a Shivas, they don't have an AC, both of which they need. Even a Vlad's I think would be very useful. Like any of these items just to help beef up their armor right now.
Man, we keep forgetting because we didn't see it early game. We forget they have the Shadow Demon Siege. Once they get a little more items with either the Drow or the Medusa.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they tackle it at this point.
It's gonna be. Look at the top two net worth too. They both go to Dire now. That's insane. Usually Drow lineups, you want to see him taking all the early towers, but he did a good job of just fending off ProDotA's pressure.
They went so many mid-game items too, with the Ghost Scepters and the SNYs.
Yeah.
Like they are actually not prepared for the long game, which it is going to get to at this point.
And Medusa has a Manta and about 400 gold. Aether Lens now up on the Shadow Demon, one of the best items at disruption range, much farther. A lot of damage to Shadow Poison stacks.
They have to jump the Shadow Demon.
Yeah. He's been in, after those first initial fights, he's been in perfect positioning. He's back there with the Drow Ranger, with the Medusa and Ogre just tanking up front.
Yeah, I think they need the Marana to assess.
Yeah.
Shadow Demon. He doesn't have that. He has 900 HP.
He's dead to an F-Blade, 1 Starfall almost. And Shadow's taking us again. They're very, wait, is it called very liberal if they just keep throwing out?
Yes.
You know, is that the word? Oh, very liberal with that pot multi. And look at Stinger, just creating space. I mean, he's dead. There's no way he lives this time, right? No fourth step up. He's dead.
Doesn't matter.
He's literally just making space.
Actually, Bloodlust though, losing Bloodlust is a big deal.
Yeah, for them. He does have buyback if he really wants. And they might push an Ogre buyback. That would be interesting. But if they push bottom, doesn't look like they want to though. Surprisingly.
The longer the wait, the worse it's going to get for them. Medusa is getting more and more and more items.
Yeah, but Lifestealer's about 1500 off MKB, which is good. I mean, not the best.
He doesn't have enough armor to tank.
Yeah.
The Stone Gaze, Kite's Rage, and then after that, are you really going to go in without Rage? If you get stunned once by like Ogre, you're dead.
And they go in, but oh, it's a Wind Ranger. 4-stab him forward. Nice play from Blue. Will they be able to get him? Oh, he just ults him. Rotates around.
Medusa can kill your entire team. Lifestealer can only kill like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Infamous down 18 to 8 kills, but I wouldn't say they're leading the way right now, but they're definitely looking a lot better. I mean, it's almost impossible for ProDotA to push into their base, and This is fine with just farming at this point.
Yeah, they are leading the way at this point.
Even though they're, I mean, they can't really push themselves. Neither team can really push.
We always talk about like a gold multiplier factor on the Medusa. Like 1 gold on her is worth like 3 gold maybe, because split shot is 400% damage.
Yeah.
And then you have bloodlust, and then you have drow aura. So she actually like the gold multiplier on her is actually ridiculous. It's probably like 1 to 5 maybe. Yeah. I'm not saying she's like 8,000 net worth, but she hits like she's 40,000.
Oh, and they find. Oh, they actually get the nice ulti coming out from the Shadow Demon. They force him forward. Is he gonna cast Soul? Looks like they're just gonna let it go. No gems or anything. I don't see any on Dire. They place a sentry if they try to reinitiate, and they do, and he misses the blink stun. They know he's all there. And again. Oh, but they find the Medusa, but I mean, how much you can do? They're gonna Shadow Demon's here ready to put him under if they blink forward, but force stab him instead. Jackal shot.
Yeah, they just need to hold the high ground.
They're doing it well.
They can get a little bit of damage maybe while Medusa's at the fountain, but it is going to be short-lived. So now I suppose they can actually start sieging multiple lanes at once.
There goes Roshan. Or the Aegis.
I don't actually know what they do here. If you siege multiple lanes at once, you run the risk of getting picked up by the Wind Ranger.
Yeah, or I mean, we saw like the Shadow Demon almost found. All he has to do is ult that Nyx, and Rage does nothing really.
Yeah.
A lot of force staffs both teams. We just see everyone getting force staffed around. Do some farming. I mean, I assume he'll pick up his Manta. He's had plenty of gold for a while. No, he's going for Scotty, so the casual Yasha into Scotty. I mean, you were pretty much saying he should go for the Manta. Do you think it's better just go for the pure HP? Slow attack, I guess, is also good.
Yeah, slow attack's very really good versus the Lifestealer and the Razor.
Yeah.
But...
wow, he has. That's... my goodness. Oh, they're going in on him. They only find him. They're going to actually... Lifestealer gets Shadow Check, but there goes the Shadow Demon. Goes down. They're trying to bring down Garter, and there we see the Scotty coming out, but no way to stop this TP. Are they going to be able to find anyone? Flying away. Oh, the Diffusal Blade. Do they have a sentry? They need to put it down. Well, they must have something. I actually don't see it. Now we see a blink and another 4-man Slardar Crush on him. But now, Medusa just frontlining. So they kill the 2 supports. Oh, and they're going in again on the Medusa. He has her ult. They can't do anything.
Come With Me is doing the best he can, though.
Oh, and they blink in now. They could try to do something. He's going to cast Stone Gaze this time. He needs to. There it comes. And now they have to look away or he's just going to get blown up. No rage up. That's going to get put under, and this Lifestealer is dead. The ultimate, and they might be able to find... Benjaz goes forward. Oh, my. So you trade 2 supports for 2 cores and a support.
They thought that she wasn't going to get Stone Gaze off. That's wishful thinking.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they wouldn't have killed her. Come With Me is he's doing his best. He's slowing it down. He got the 2 assassinations like you said he should. And now your towers are just going to die to a Drow or a Wind Ranger with Aghanims. A lot of damage.
Too much.
And look at this. This tower's actually dropped so quick. Oh, they get the Slardar Crush. The Silence comes out. He doesn't have 4 stab. Almost killed a Wind Ranger, but barely lives. That's huge. And look at... he really doesn't care. This is interesting. They don't know Nyx doesn't have buyback. Nice Blink Crush. S-Blade doesn't have the mana for it right now. And, oh my. Dead. Slardar does get the Drow Ranger, which is huge. And Razor's here. They should be able to bring down the Medusa. Nice 4 step. Maybe not. Oh, Magi's here, and he's tanking the death again, it looks like. He's the stinger.
He's hilarious, dude.
He's the man.
He's like amazingly well.
And he saves 2 of his teammates, Medusa as well as the Wind Ranger. Drow has buyback if needed. Obviously, they don't want to, but I don't think she'll have to do it.
I don't think they need it because without the Mirana, they can't actually kill the Shadow Demon instantly.
Funny, I think they would have had a lot more kills. Mirana actually had a mana problem at that point.
Yeah. Kill too many people.
Yep. And now we see Razor just farming, and you're right. Yeah, these Ghost Scepters, it's just an item slot. It saved him a little bit, but with the Drow's Diffusal now, we've seen that work out.
Armor, dude. They need more armor. Yep. Scepter on Dazzle is what they need, but still 2,500 gold away. And then, of course, the Vlad's.
He's buying all the wards, too. Just got more.
That's... I think... I would buy the wards. I think you let Mirana buy the wards. She just has so much money. Like, the Dagon's only marginal. I'm at 3,000 gold went to Dazzle. They'd be in a much better spot.
Can you see Come With Me buying wards?
If they want to win, sometimes you have to, dude.
I know. Sometimes you have to, but
Oh,
You want
he's
Dig
alone.
5.
The ogre.
Oh, wait, Light Blue's here to help him out. This could actually be bad, though. See, Benjez, will he just farm? Shadows are taking us again. Thank you, Shadows. I think we won't find anything, though. Oh, they're going for Roche. They don't know about this. Get a cast. Weave. Doesn't look like it. They're just... Oh, behind. They do see him. Blue finds. They find Benjez. He's trying to run away. They already killed the Shadow Demon. If they can bring down the Star Ranger, that's huge. Are they still going to go for Roche? They are. They need to get out after they take it. Gettinger goes in. The cheese denies it.
They don't have TPs on those two. That could be compromising.
Did they see that?
I think they do.
I think they, I mean, they both have. You got Flutter, and then you got a Force Staff. Yellow's looking. Arrow. Oh, it's. Becca, he's going to get F-Blade. He's still running quick. He should be able to survive. He has Blink up, and never mind.
No, they know he doesn't have a TP.
Oh, that Shackle shot. Actually, he has Blink, and he has Wind Run. What a Shackle shot. Well,
the gem.
So they got the Aegis up on Medusa. The Wind Ranger actually denied the cheese, which was smart. I mean, it's a heads-up play if you're not going to take it. Probably should have been expecting to pick up the cheese. Maybe on the Ogre. The Ogre's 4-step into the Roche pit just to tee it out.
Yeah, he could have used that instead of Oof. It's a nice 500 gold.
Yeah.
Or another life.
But how worth it would you say that is for... Was it for Infamous, or do you think it was a wash? They get the Aegis on Medusa.
Mega worth, dude.
Mega worth, even though losing
It's mega
the
worth. Yeah, the later the game goes, the worse and worse it's going to get. Like, Medusa is almost at the point where she doesn't even need the Drow Aura to solo the entire team. They are falling super far behind in terms of teamfight prowess.
Yeah. Do you think Lifestealer needs an Abyssal Blade next, just to possibly shut down the Medusa before Stone Gaze?
Absolutely. If she gets Stone Gaze off, they lose the fight. Have to prevent the Stone Gaze as best as they can. Abyssal's one of the best items at doing that. And killing the Shadow Demon, of course.
Oh, and they're, again, right off cooldown. Come with me, cast. Do they have a gem or anything? Looks like they're going to go in. And Shadow Demon's been getting picked off a lot in these early fights, which has saved the Radiant side. And they're just pushing into the base. They have the Aegis. They don't care.
Yeah, but look
at
behind.
Racks.
Look at the back line.
They do. They kill both of them again, but it is Shadow Demon here. Is he going to cast Stone Gaze? It comes out now. Dagon comes out, blows up the Shadow Demon. We see Drow actually buying back. Oh my, Lifestealer is just going to die. Nice crush. Doesn't matter. Blue just dies as well. Ben, this backline doesn't seem to matter much for Infamous anymore.
He just fought back for the aura. You see this?
Yeah, the aura's actually... Oh, nice arrow, but oh no. And he knows he got the shackle because the latch. He has to be careful though. Wind Run. He has the Cryptolith now, and he's going to be able to get it. No! He gets kited around. Come with me. Outplaying him a little bit.
And losing the gem. Hello?
Yeah, but Drow's coming. They're getting this Rax.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
They still have Aegis.
Yeah, no, Benjez is just, he's chilling. But no, they're not. The double buyback smart. Oh, but come with me, misses Blink forward. He doesn't have a Stone Gaze, has to be careful. He doesn't have Sage, still. Drow's here, he's gonna blow up Blue, he's gonna have to go Scepter out. Medusa, I think Drow needs to back up a little while the Medusa dies first time.
Oh, they're both dead. Oh, God.
And has the Manta. That's about all he has left to save him. He's just trying to run, and he's gonna go down. That was the big loss.
That's an overcommitment by the Wind Ranger. I think the buyback on the Drow Ranger was okay. Broke the cores on
as long as
ProDotA.
she didn't die and run in.
He died, lost a gem, didn't get the Rax, and wasted Drow's buyback, and they might have just lost it.
Yeah, they should have just. They could have just taken their axes. They didn't lose the Wind. The Wind Ranger blinked forward, tried to kill Come With Me, and well, the outplay happened.
He is owning.
He's been owning this entire open qualifier now into the regional qualifier. He's been saving. Yeah, like you said, they got the arrow in the back line that first fight that shut everyone down.
And that fight too, like ProDotA had the excellent wraparound with the Slardar again.
Is Medusa gonna buy back here?
Needs to if they don't want to lose a Rax, but they're gonna chain feed possibly if they don't.
There's the buyback. They might actually find Slardar. He's gonna probably go down here. Yeah, just die. That's the gem. He just counter through the gem back.
They have a life stealer inside of it. Exactly know what he wanted to accomplish there. They used buyback on.
Just good, but I mean Medusa, Infamous can just go back to how they were playing, right? Just farm until she has buyback again. Medusa still has an item slot. She can farm up something.
7 minutes is a long time to not die.
True, but Drow as well doesn't have buyback, so I mean, one death from either of them could be the end of the game.
See what Carter buys. Oh,
That's a good one.
I actually think he's one of the few cards that doesn't need it, because you can just infest someone else and TP back.
Yeah. Come with me doing a good job of split push top. Power falls and runs away. They're just running it middle again. Is this... I mean, they either win the game or lose the game here, right?
Yes.
That's what they're doing. They do have one creep inside the base. Now Bloodlusted creep comes in to help out too. Oh, they see Shadow Demon actually use the illusion, but maybe they're too scared without Slardar initiation.
They definitely are. How did they, like,
Get in,
it's
yeah.
all on come with me to do that, so it's a free Rex.
They're going
for it, dude. This
I
is
like it. Look, oh my, the glyphs down. That Wind Ranger did so much damage with the Drow Aura. And wait, she has a double damage. Oh my goodness. They're going to take both towers at least. I think they back up here, right?
I think they're in, dude.
They're in to win. Oh, come with me, blows up the Wind Ranger on the bang. That's huge. They're going to possibly bring him down. Oh, he gets scraped though. Nice play, but Shadow Demon's going down as well. They're just trying to run. It's done. I don't know why Drow's fighting.
She just can't run away. You can't run away from a blink 4-step Slardar at that point.
True.
You said it. You either win the game or lose the game at that point.
Yep, and look at Come With Me TPing top to push in. Oh.
How did he kill the Wind Rangers? He has that much damage, I suppose?
I mean, Dagon 5, Dagon 4.
Or EP, yeah. I
Triple Starfall, yeah. And Come With Me is just, look at that. He's the second highest net worth again. He always finds a way to get his farm.
Casual South.
Just has it. Oh, they're going in. Looking for anyone. Nakes jumps out. Oh my, they have to, I mean, Wind Ranger has buyback. We might see it. They might just give up 2 Raxes. I mean, 2 Rax isn't the worst as a Medusa team who's just running at your base.
I think it's 3 though.
Think it's gonna be all 3? I don't think so. They don't take it that quick. Taking it pretty quick. We're gonna see Brown farming Ancients during this whole process. Maybe going for the wraparound.
They're gonna... Yeah,
that's really not the worst for Dire. Because pretty much they win a fight and they might just run. Do you think they could run at the Ancient again?
They definitely
could. With the Stone Gaze?
There's like the half of...
Oh, they're looking. Oh, they actually find him. Oh my.
He has buyback.
He has buyback, but still a good kill.
Dude, this game is really close. Infamous could just straight thrown it, I think. Using Stone Gaze.
Oh my, they're going for it. Yeah. He has the Divine. This is Infamous, man. This is what we talked about. Infamous is either the best team on a given day or the worst. I don't know what this team
I think
is.
they're both in this game.
They really are. Their early game was terrible. Their mid game was insane.
Okay. So this is actually very RNG based because Lifestealer has Bash and they have a Bash on Slardar. So if she doesn't get Stone Gaze off, they lose. If he gets Bash a few times and gets Stone Gaze, they could still lose.
Yeah.
If they just thrown it with Stone Gaze, I think they.
And the late Shadow Blade picked him on Slardar now, gives him a little bit. They're just gonna take down the last thing, and oh my. He should just cast it right now, right? He's not going. There it is. Can he cast it? Are they just gonna go? They have no glyph. They won.
Why is no one in? None of the other guys are attacking it. Just all in on that.
It looks like it's gonna be enough. They won. What just happened? They won first off. I don't know how. Well, I do know how. Their cores farm really well, but. That's an interesting way to start off the American qualifiers. A Rapier Medusa. The team was down 15 to 2 kills. They just played consistently and got farm, right? I mean,
they lost the lanes as expected.